you. Now I try to expand my project of haskell. The first question is add and double, which add two numbers together and then double result. This is my code. I pass two arguments a b, and I pass them together and double their result. This is my code testing. A double 2 3 equal to 10. The next example is a double 3 4 equal to 40. Question 2. We just change another way to write the a double by call the plus and a star. In my code, I use the a double again. That means I pass the argument AB to the a double, so it will get the same result as the last question. And here is my example. I use a plus and a star and pass the two arguments. One is 3, another is 4, and I get a result 40. Now I show the next question. Next question, we write a function called solve quadratic equation, which take in 3 arguments a, b, c. And in my code, I write the ABC as is 3 arguments, and it will equal to s. And I show and below is the explanation of s. First is minus b minus y and divide by 2a. This is the first answer of the s, and the second answer of s. Just change the minus to plus, and the y is square b power 2 minus 4ac. If the inside the square we get a negative value, then it will return the NaN. As my example, equal 2 4 200. The 2 answer is negative in square, so it returns the value NaN. And the last example is 2 20 20. We return 2 possible answer of s. Next question is first n, which take an integer int and return a list of the first n integers starting from 1. We should use the take function in this function. Now I'm showing my code. This is my first n function. I use take n 1 to n. Here is my example. First and 5. Then I get the 5 numbers in a list. Now is the next question. Next question is first and integer, and you have the local helper function take integer, which take integer as its first argument and a list of integer as its second argument. Use where or let to define the local helper function. I can use the arrow function to signal if it's error, and check the first argument and the second argument, and the type integer must be recursive function. Now showing my code. Here's my function. It does the same way as the last question, but here is my local helper function. If the second argument is the empty list, it should be the empty list. Return the empty list. And the next one, the first argument, if is 0, then it should return the empty list also. And here, if the first argument is smaller than 0, we return the error, first argument error. And if the first argument greater than 1 and the list is less than equal to empty list, we will return the error, empty list. If it is greater than 0 and it's not empty list, we will return the S and do the recursive again. Here is my example. First, an integer 5 represent the 5 values of a list inside a list. The next question is double factorial. Which take an integer and computes the product of all the factorial from 0 out to n including n. Use the expression to define a factorial function to be used by this function. Both factorial and double factorial will be recursive function. Here is my code. The double factorial pass argument integer and return a list integer. The first, factorial 0 is equal to 1, and it should return the list, so I put the square bracket here. The factorial 0 is equal to 1, factorial n equal to n multiplied by factorial n minus 1. That means if my n is 5, then it will be 5 multiplied by factorial 4, and the next one will be 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by factorial 3. And in the double factorial, you should take the list of factorial s and do the recursive again. Here is my example. Double factorial 5. We return the 6 elements in your list. The next question is factorial. We should do the infinite factorial by using the zip-in function. Here is my code. Factorial return the list of integer. It starts from 1 and zip-in multiply factorial 1 to whatever. The next question is prime. It means we have to pass an integer argument and determine is a prime number or not. The first condition, I let s mod 2 equal to 0. If it's 0, then it returns false. Otherwise, it's true. In this statement, it will be only true condition if a number mod 2 is 0. I will show the example of my code. Is prime 5. This is true. Is prime 6. You will return false. Next question is prime integer. Then which return the list of all prime. This is an infinite list. So, but we need to do it just take 5 price number. In my code, I write take 5, 1, 3. You will continue like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on. But take 5 means just take the first 5 elements. Now I show the example. Price it return 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And next question. We should write a function to sum a list of integer recursively. This is my code. Sum. It takes if the list is empty, then it should be 0. And we need to pass a list to it, and it will read every element of it and call this function again. Sorry, I forgot a symbol. Now I try my function here. I did something change, so I need to load my file again. And sum, I give a list 1, 2, 3, and it will return 6. The next question is write a function to sum a list integer in terms of float L. In this question, I use float L and a plus. You need 3 arguments here. One is plus, and one is every element in the list and a list. That means the for L takes two arguments. One is the first item of the list, and apply the function to them. Function is we should use the flow R, and it's almost same like flow left, but this time we should multiply every element in a list together. The flow R, it takes the last element of the list, and from the last multiply the last second, multiply the last third, and so on. This is my example of the first sum float plus and it should pass a list 1, 2, 3, 4. We return 10. And the next one is sum row multi and return 24. The next question, we should write a function called guess and take in the two arguments, a string and an int. If the string matches the string I love functional programming and int is less than 5, then we should tell the user they have won. If the string does not match I love functional programming, but the count is less than 5, then we should ask the user to guess again. If the user enters an integer greater than 5, we should tell them they have lost. And this function we should do the case insensitive matching. Here is my code. Guess, I pass a string and integer, and I use the import data cat to lower all the case which getting from user, and the argument should equal to all the lowercase I love functional programming, and here is some argument condition, like the first one, if is equal to I love functional programming, at the same time the integer smaller than 5, then we should tell the user win. Second, if it's not equal to I love functional programming and the integer less than 5, then should return the guess again. Otherwise, we should tell the user lost. Now I do the example of my code. It's guess. We pass a string. If the string and a number, If less than 5, it should be told us to guess again. If it's greater than 5, it should tell us we lost again. If it's less than 5 and the same type, we can type any case functional programming initial return min. Now is the next question. We should write the dot product of two vectors. In my code, I write dot product. If the first one is empty list, then you should return the value 0. If the second argument is empty list, then it will return the empty 0 also. And I use the recursive to do this question. We take two arguments, a list SS and another list is YS, and we multiply S and Y together and call the function again. Now I try my code. Dot product 1 2 and 2 4. We get 10. The next question is even. Is similar like the last question is pi. This is my code. It's even. I pass an integer and return as boolean. If s mod 2 is 0, then it will return the true, otherwise false. Now I try my code. Is even 2, this will be true. Is even 3, is false. Next question. A function unit name. We should remove all vowels from a string. So for example, the house will become THSS. This is my code. Unit name. I type a list of chop and return as the list of chop. If it is empty list, then it will return the empty list. And in here we take the arguments, we take the elements from the list. If it's not A, E, I, O, U, so it will only return the element which is not A, E, I, O, U. Now I test my code. Unit name. And the house will return THSS. The next question is intersection. That means we have to take two lists and we have to check if both of the list contain the same elements, then we should return true. This is my function. Intersection, it has one list of integer and another list of integer, and we check every element from SS has the same element of YS or not. Now I try my code. Intersection. Take two lists, 1, 2, and 2, 3. It will return true, only 2. The next question is, now we have a function called sensor. Shall replace a word in a string with the letter S. For example, the house would be THS, SSS. This is my code. Take is same like the last question. Take a list of chap and return chap. If it's an empty list, then it will return the empty list. In here, if S is the element of A, E, I, O, U, then we should return the element S and call this function again. If it is not the element of A, E, I, O, U, we should return the characters and check the next character. Now I show the code to you. Testing the code. Sensor, the house. It returned the THS, SSS. Thank you for watching. I finished all the question now. See you next time.